So this is my Basketball Wives Season 8, Episode 6 review. I did a review of episodes 1 through 5, so if you didn't check those out, please go look at them. So the episode starts with the ladies arriving in San Diego, and now Evelyn and Phoebe pulled Jackie aside to ask her if anyone was talking shit in the car ride to San Diego, and Jackie told them no one was talking shit. So obviously they were disappointed because they wanted to hear some type of drama. But Jackie did tell Evelyn that Jen said she was interested in having a one-on-one with her, and Evelyn says she was not interested. So the rest of the ladies come walking in, and as soon as Evelyn spots eyes on Jen, she immediately gets that New York stank face on, you know what I'm saying? So she was already pissed off, and so you could literally feel the tension through the TV, because it wasn't just Evelyn having an issue with Jen, it was Malaysia who has a problem with OG, and also Kristen who has a problem with OG. So the ladies go outside the house to have some drinks, and Shawnee says that she has plans for the ladies to go out to dinner that night. And so Evelyn, being petty, asks Shawnee if it was going to be a group dinner. And Shawnee was like, well, yeah, everybody's here. Of course it's going to be a group dinner, Evelyn. If you're that immature that you can't sit in a friggin' dinner across the table from somebody you don't like, then I mean, why did you even show up to San Diego? So Evelyn says that she might just stay home because she doesn't want to sit at the table with Jen. So Shawnee's kind of feeling like she doesn't even want to do the dinner now, because it's just like, what's the point of doing the dinner if people are not going to even show up? So then OG says she needs to talk to Malaysia about confronting her at Cece's rehearsal dinner, because OG had a problem with the way that Malaysia approached her, and she had a problem with Malaysia saying that she said Byron gave her permission to use that information to hurt Kristen, because OG says she never said that Byron told her she could use that information against Kristen. She said that he told her that it was okay to talk about. So Evelyn asks if they could do 2 separate dinners, and that annoys Shawnee, because just like, why would we do 2 separate dinners when we all came here as a group? And I get that too. I feel like Evelyn kind of makes things difficult for Shawnee a lot. She kind of puts the people she's friends with right in the middle of her drama, as if they automatically have to pick a side. And so Shawnee doesn't even want to do 2 separate dinners, because she also says she would be torn on which group to go have dinner with, because she's cool with everybody. And so, you know, I was thinking Evelyn probably just automatically assumed that Shawnee was going to go and take her side. So Evelyn asks Malaysia if she's with her or not going to the group dinner. And Malaysia acting like a little minion. See, Malaysia pissed me off this episode. She literally did, because she was literally acting like Evelyn's little bitch the entire episode. She really was. It was aggravating the hell out of me. So Malaysia goes and agrees with her on not going to the dinner. And so then Evelyn says Jen brought Dominique to get underneath her skin. It's just like, okay, you brought Phoebe, though. Phoebe's your friend. Phoebe's not everybody else's friend. So why are you mad because Jen brought Dominique? As if Evelyn's never brought a friend with her when she felt uncomfortable. It's like Evelyn was looking for a reason to be mad. So now OG goes and sits with Dominique and Jen to talk about the 2 separate dinner suggestion that Evelyn made, and they all agreed that that was a stupid idea. So I guess OG and Jen are starting to become friends, which I think is good. I feel like OG needs more friends than just Tammy and Jackie. So then Kristen gets into it with Jackie, okay, because Jackie picks the bigger room, and Kristen wants the bigger room because she's sharing a room with her friend Vanessa. And I did think that Jackie was being really petty in this scene, because it's like, Jackie, she's sharing a room with somebody else, okay? So obviously you give the bigger room to the person who has more people spending the time in the room, okay? Jackie did not need that big ass room. But Jackie took it, and Kristen wasn't about to punch Jackie, because Kristen's not about that life, and I thought it would be stupid if they fall over a room anyway. But Kristen ain't about that life anyway, so she wasn't about to throw down with Jackie over no room. So then the ladies all go sit together. Well, not all the ladies. It was just OG, Dominique and Jen, and they were sitting together in the corner on the couch, and Evelyn, Malaysia, and Phoebe were walking by, and I think one of the ladies asked them if they were going to come sit with them, and Evelyn told Malaysia and Phoebe no, and Malaysia and Phoebe agreed, and I was just like, what the hell? Because I can see Phoebe being Evelyn's little minion, but not Malaysia, and I don't understand why Malaysia was letting Evelyn control her this episode. I thought that was dumb. I really did. I was like, why are you following up behind Evelyn? It's almost like Evelyn wanted somebody else to be just as mad at Jen as she was, and so she played on Malaysia having a problem with Jen last season, and so she was trying to use that to get Malaysia to be just as mad at Jen as she was, and it kind of worked. So then the ladies go sit together and they have their drinks, and Evelyn already has a stank face because, once again, she doesn't want to sit with the group of ladies, and Jackie suggests that all the ladies talk. So Evelyn immediately goes and confronts Dominique about her saying things when she was around the other ladies about the situation between her and Jen, and I was like, why is Evelyn coming at Dominique so hard when her problem isn't with Dominique, it's with Jen? It's like, that's just her friend. Of course, her friend's going to support her, but why are you confronting the friend and not confronting Jen herself? So Dominique tells her that she wasn't talking crap about her. She was just telling her opinion on the whole situation. So then Evelyn starts going off on Jen and asks her if she said anything about Shanice, and Jen tells her she didn't do anything, and Evelyn goes off like a rocket. Evelyn jumps up, she's screaming, she's yelling, she's standing on tables, she's getting held back. She takes a drink and throws it on Jen. Because Jen told Evelyn straight up, you're not innocent either. You've said things, negative things too. So don't try to play like you're innocent. And that's true. Evelyn's absolutely not innocent, and she never takes accountability for anything she ever does wrong. And her flipping out like that and throwing a drink in Jen's face, it's just like, girl, calm the hell down. She claims that that's not the type of person she is anymore, and that was out of character for her. Girl, that was not out of character for you. You've been doing that every season you've been in. You've been acting up. She did it with Jackie the season before that. So what is she talking about? It's out of character. No, it's absolutely not. That's who Evelyn is, and she's too old to be acting like that too. Like, seriously. So I was glad Jen threw the drink back at Evelyn. Seriously, I was glad. So then Evelyn gets pissed off at Dominique and starts coming at Dominique too, and I'm like, why is she going after everybody? Evelyn starts calling Dominique all types of bitches. Then she starts saying threats at Jen, and I'm just like, what the hell? So, I was glad that Dominique kept it cute and classy, because Dominique's really pretty. She's really pretty. And she kept it cute, although I do think if Evelyn would have tried it, like if Evelyn would have put her hands on her, Dominique probably would have beat her ass, but I was glad that Dominique didn't let Evelyn get her all out of character. So now Malaysia is co-signing Evelyn, okay? She was co-signing her about how the way that she acted towards Jen and Dominique. And I was just like, okay, like, enough showing Malaysia this episode, because Malaysia, I really like Malaysia, but the way she's acting so far in this episode is starting to agitate me about her. So then Jen says Evelyn's talk crap about her and her dead mom. And I was like, I don't think that Evelyn talked bad about Jen's dead mom. But the way that she said, oh, so your mom is dead and you become an asshole, I do think that that was a little bit wrong, the way that Evelyn worded it. But I don't think that Evelyn was talking trash about Jen's mom, but mentioning her mom at all, she probably shouldn't have did. So then Evelyn tells Shawnee and Jackie and Phoebe to go tell Dominique why she's mad at Jen, because she feels like Dominique doesn't really understand why Evelyn has such a big problem with Jen. And Jackie goes along with it, but Phoebe for the first time decided not to be Evelyn's minion and told her she wasn't doing it. but Jackie did it. And I'm just like, Jackie, why are you acting like a little bitch? Like, you're literally, like, Evelyn literally is like the ringleader of everything. It's like people bow down to Evelyn, and I really don't understand it. I literally just don't. So Jackie and Shawnee go to talk to Dominique. So when Shawnee and Jackie get to the guest house to talk to Dominique, Jen tells them why isn't there ever any accountability for anything Evelyn does. And I agree with Jen, okay? And I'm not defending Jen because I really don't. Jen's not my favorite person. She's definitely not. I'm not a fan of Jen at all. But she is absolutely right. Evelyn never is. And no one ever tries to make Evelyn accountable for anything she does to anybody, anything she says about anybody, anything she does to anybody. Nobody holds her accountable, especially the people that she's friends with never tell her she needs to take accountability. No one ever tells her she needs to apologize, ever. But everybody's on Jen, telling Jen that she needs to apologize to Evelyn and make things right with Evelyn. I can understand why Evelyn is mad because she was told by some of the other ladies that Jen talked crap about her daughter. But at the same time, it's like, you don't take accountability for anything you do, but you expect everybody else to do it. And Jackie and Shawnee didn't say anything about the whole Evelyn taking accountability thing. They definitely didn't. And I was just like, I figured that. So then Jen breaks down in tears about her mom dying, and I really felt bad because you could tell her tears are so genuine. You can tell that she's really going through something. She's really hurt, and she's not okay. She's really not. So I felt really, really bad for her. And so Shawnee and Jackie start feeling sympathy for Jen. Jackie starts to tear up, and Jen says she's hurt because they're supposed to be basketball wives, so there's supposed to be some type of sisterhood, and she doesn't feel that there's any type of sisterhood right now by the way that things are going so far. And Jen has to realize that, just because you guys have something in common doesn't mean that when you're with a group of friends, especially females, there's going to be some catfights, okay? There's absolutely going to be some arguments, maybe some fistfights, maybe some drinks being thrown, a little bit of gossip. That's just what it is. So Jen's grown. She knows that already. So Jen says she takes accountability for all of her actions that she did. If she ever said anything that offended anybody or anybody took the wrong way, she apologizes for it. She says she implied that she may have said something about Evelyn's daughter, but she didn't actually say she did. She just says she may have said some things. But then again, she may not have meant that she was saying things about Evelyn's daughter. She may have just meant that she may have said things that people were offended by. So, Jen did take responsibility for her part in things. Now, we have to just see if Evelyn takes responsibility for her part. Kristen and Malaysia end up sitting down together to talk about Malaysia's meeting with Byron. So Malaysia tells Kristen that she met with Byron, and Byron told her that he was bothered by Kristen saying that he doesn't see his granddaughter. And Kristen started to tear up, and she said that she didn't mean to make it seem like she was trying to say he was a bad grandfather, because she was never saying he was a bad grandfather. That's an absolute lie. You implied that he was not a good grandfather. Saying he doesn't come around for her daughter means that he's not a good grandfather, okay? So she did mean that he wasn't a good grandfather. So then Malaysia also tells Kristen that Byron never sent OG to use that information against Kristen about Thomas not being his biological son. And she said that she believes Byron, so they both believe Byron. I think Byron was being truthful as well. And I don't remember OG saying that Byron gave her that information to use against Kristen. I don't remember her even saying that. If she did, let me know down in the comment section. But I don't remember OG throwing Byron under the bus like that, saying he gave that information for her to use against Kristen. But he did tell her it was okay to talk about it. And we heard him say that out of his own mouth, that he said it was okay to talk about it. Now, I'm not excusing OG's behavior. She definitely should not have used that information against Kristen, but she did. And so Malaysia tells Kristen how she confronted OG at Cece and Byron's rehearsal dinner. And basically, Malaysia and Kristen still do not like OG. And I'm wondering if they're even going to sit down and talk with OG, because it's like, how are you going to fix things if you're not even going to talk to her about it? You don't like her. You're not even trying to sit and listen to what she has to say about it. Yeah, she was messing with your family by running out that information, but your family already was having problems before OG ever even said anything like that. It was already broken between Kristen and Cece because the way Kristen was acting last season, acting shady towards Cece. So, I mean, there's a lot more problems than just them having an issue with OG. If they're going to fix it, they need to sit with Cece too. Shawnee and Jackie go up to Evelyn's room to tell her what happened when they went to go talk to Jen and Dominique. Now, they say that Dominique didn't have a problem with Evelyn, so Evelyn says basically then Dominique must understand her issue that she has with Jennifer. So Evelyn asks if Jen admitted to talking about her daughter Shanice, and they told her that Jen almost did. And this is where I think they were wrong. They should not have said that Jen almost admitted to talking about her daughter, because Jen never said she talked about Shanice. She said that she may have said some things that offended people. She was speaking in general terms. She was not speaking about Shanice. We won't even know if she ever said anything about Shanice, because I don't think even if she did, she's gonna say that she did. So then Evelyn starts to cry and tear up when Shawnee tells Evelyn that Jen is really hurting, that Jen is not okay. And Jen is not okay. She's not over her mom's death. She's still grieving and she's still hurt about it. So the situation with Evelyn is just making it worse. And so I guess Evelyn was crying because she still does care about Jennifer, but she feels betrayed by Jennifer because what she heard Jennifer was saying about her daughter. And I mean, I do think Evelyn has a right to be mad at Jen, because if you hear somebody saying something about your kid, you're automatically going to get into defense mode. But if she's saying she didn't say it and she keeps saying she didn't say it and you don't have any proof she said it, it's hard to really say whether or not she should still be mad. I mean, she doesn't have to be close with Jen anymore. She doesn't even have to be friends with Jen anymore, but she doesn't have to hold in so much anger towards Jen either, because that puts more problems on you. That puts more stress and anger on you when you're holding grudges against somebody. So Evelyn says she doesn't know how to move forward with Jennifer. And so she says that Jen better say the right things when they go to this dinner, because they were having a group dinner, and she wants Jen to tell her she said something about her daughter. And if she's basically saying that this is Jen's last chance, if Jen doesn't say that she said anything about her daughter, then Jen doesn't get any more chances. So the ladies show up to dinner. They were all dressed really, really nicely. At this point, I couldn't even really tell who was dressed the best, because I was just waiting to see what was going to happen, and who was going to end up getting into what fight at this dinner. So Jackie was over there at the table grubbing. When I mean grubbing, I mean she was smacking and everything. I was laughing because it's just like, I probably would have been doing the same thing, because Jackie don't got no drama with nobody over there. So, I mean, all she can do is sit there and eat and listen to what the hell they have to say. So I would have been with Jackie eating like that right over there with her. So Jackie asked if they want to play a confession game, and I was like, oh, here we go. Jackie's stirring the pot. She's definitely stirring the pot. Jackie's always stirring the damn pot. So they all agreed to play the game, and so Jackie asked Kristen how old she was when she lost her virginity. And I was just like, really? Y'all are getting personal like that? So Kristen says she was 18. I believe that. I believe she was 18. So then the questions start to get too sexual and personal, and I'm just like, okay, y'all are doing a little bit too much with this game. Y'all are prying all up into people's business. Then I asked Phoebe if she would sleep with Jackie. Phoebe was like, hell no. She didn't say it like that, but she was basically, her look on her face was like, hell no. So Kristen asks Jen, does she think her and Malaysia could make up? And Malaysia immediately says no. And I'm just like, Malaysia, is your issue with Jen really that serious? Because I really didn't think that Malaysia's issue with Jen was that serious for her to even pick up that chair when they were in, I think, Amsterdam last season and throw it at her. I don't even think it was that serious. Like, I feel like they pick and choose who they want to keep that dramatic energy with, and so they all put it on Jen. So, I thought that was immature of Malaysia to say that she's not interested in working anything out with Jen. So, Evelyn asked Jen if she talked about Shanice, and Jen automatically says no. So, Jackie tries to get Jen to say she's sorry for everything, and I was just like, why are you guys pushing so hard for Jen to apologize for something she's saying she didn't do? If she's saying she didn't do it, why are you keep trying to make her apologize for something? If she doesn't want to apologize, then she doesn't need to apologize. I think Jen wants to apologize because I do think she misses Evelyn, but I think they need to stay out of it and stop trying to pressure it to happen. And so Evelyn gets pissed. Okay, Evelyn gets really pissed because Jen says no. And so does Shawnee and Jackie because they were made to look like liars. In their opinion, they felt they were made to look like liars because everything that Jen was saying up in the room when they talked to her about the situation with Evelyn was different than the way Jen acted when she was at dinner. But Jen said the reason why she didn't go and try to work things out with Evelyn right at that moment was because she didn't want to do it in front of an audience. And so they believe that Jen is kind of a little bit of a liar now. Well, that's what Shawnee said, that they kind of see Jen a little bit as a liar because she didn't keep the same energy she had up in the room when they went to dinner. Evelyn the next day ends up apologizing to the rest of the ladies for acting out of character. I don't understand why she keeps saying that's out of her character. Girl, that's who you've been your entire life. You said it, we seen it. So why do you keep saying it's out of character? It's not out of character. It just takes something to happen to bring that out of you, but it's not out of character. That's who you are. Otherwise, you wouldn't act it that way. So a part of me thinks she was putting on for the camera, too, a little bit, the way she was acting, because it was like, sometimes I feel like she only gets ballsy like that because she knows that there's security there to separate her from people. And like Jen don't look like the type who will fight back either. So I just felt like what Evelyn was doing was dumb when she tried to attack Jennifer, because I don't think Jennifer is about to fight. So I just don't understand why Evelyn keeps saying that that's out of her character. It's absolutely not out of her character. So then Dominique goes and starts making breakfast for the ladies, and they start questioning Dominique. Shawnee asks Dominique what happened with Jen. And why was she not acting the same way she was acting up in the room when they talked to her, opposed to at dinner? Because at dinner she was acting like she had no interest in working things out with Evelyn, but upstairs in the room she was very apologetic. And so Dominique tells him that she just wants to talk to Evelyn in private. She doesn't want to do it in front of everybody. And Evelyn gets pissed off about that because she says that she was talking shit about her daughter in public. So why can't she apologize in public? And I was just like, girl, if she says she wants to have a private conversation with you, either you want the damn conversation to happen or you don't. Okay? Why are you bothered because she wants to do it in private? That's what I don't understand. So, Dominique says that she doesn't know, but that Jen just wants to talk to her in private. So it's just like, okay, so she wants to talk to her in private. We'll see if Evelyn ends up doing it. Malaysia says she's over this vacation already because it really didn't seem like a vacation to begin with. They haven't had any good times so far. It's been nothing but fighting, drama, drinks being thrown, people climbing over tables, tension. So it's just like she's ready to go home. So Jackie ends up trying to sit down outside and she freaks the fuck out because there was a fake roach. And she started screaming and shit, and she got scared, and she said she was afraid even though she could tell it was fake. and she wanted to know who did that to her, and it was actually Kristen. Kristen did that to Jackie to get Jackie back for taking the room that she wanted. And I was just like, oh, it's a little lighthearted little prank. She could have did better though, but hey, it was something to kind of make the episode not be all drama. So when Jen ends up showing up to the house, because, you know, Jen and Dominique were staying in the guest house, she goes to the house to get the talk over with Evelyn, because she says she's tired of it and she wants to get it done and over with. So Shawnee tells Jen she was disappointed in how she acted at dinner, and Jen tells her, well, you know what, I didn't want to do it in front of everybody. I didn't feel like it was the time or the place. And I just... Jen's bigger than me, because if somebody tried to fight me like that and threw a drink in my face, I don't know if there would ever even be a sit down, a cordial sit down. You throw a drink in my face or you try to charge at me, I don't know if I would be able to civilly sit down with you after that. So Dominique goes and gets Evelyn because Jen says she's ready to get it over with. So she says that she misses Evelyn. Okay, she misses the friendship because they've been friends for such a long time. So Evelyn comes into the kitchen, and it's Dominique and Shawnee in the room too. I think they needed two neutral people in there just in case they started fighting. So Evelyn says that this is Jen's last chance. If she doesn't own up to what she said and it doesn't go well, this is the last chance she will ever get to be a part of her life again. So Jen says she wants to take accountability if she said anything that has offended Evelyn or Shanice or anyone else, that she takes full responsibility for anything she's done or said, and she takes responsibility for her part. Evelyn starts to cry because she gets really upset because her daughter looked at Jen as an aunt. That's how long Jennifer has been in her and her daughter's life. And so she said that her daughter was really hurt when she heard the things that Jen was supposedly saying about her. But Jen still was adamant that she didn't say those things about Shanice. She says she did not say them. She says she loves Shanice. She loves Evelyn. And Evelyn starts breaking down and crying because she just doesn't feel like she could ever trust Jen again. She doesn't feel like, even if they do drop the situation, if things will ever go back to the same. And things won't ever go back to the same way. Once it's broken, it's hard to ever get it back the same. Maybe it could be stronger, or maybe it's just going to be, they'll just be cordial with one another, which I think it should be. I don't think they should be close anymore, because once somebody shows you their hand, you should believe them when they show you the way that they are. And I don't know if Jen actually said those things about Evelyn and her daughter, but if she did, I don't know about having a close friendship anymore. I think Evelyn should definitely keep Jen at arm's length, and Jen should also do the same when it comes to Evelyn. But they end up giving each other a hug and kind of making up, but they're taking baby steps with their relationship. So we'll see if they actually end up working things out. Because so far so good with the situation. That's how the episode ended, with Jen and Evelyn giving each other a hug. It was a very emotional ending to the episode. I don't know how many more episodes left until the season ends, but we'll really see what ended up going down after they stopped filming at the reunion. So I can't say whether or not Jen and her have worked things out until I see what they say at the reunion. But that concluded this week's episode of Basketball Wives. I thought it was a pretty good episode from beginning to end, although it was a lot of drama. I made sure to try to get in as much information on each scene that happened in the episode. Let me know what you thought about the episode down in the comment section, and don't forget to like this video.